Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Services. In this video I will talk about procedure established by law versus due process of law, and I will tell you which concept is better one. Okay, so let's start with it. The procedure established by law is Indian constitutional doctrine. So you can understand that procedure established by law is mentioned in the Indian constitution, but the due process of law is American concept. But now the boundaries are very narrow because even Indian Supreme Court have interpreted the due process of law in the several verdicts. Okay, if you look at the Indian Constitution's Article 21, let me tell you about that. Protection of life and personal liberty. So Article 21 speaks that protection of life and personal liberty, and what is written under this: no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. So you can see that procedure established by law is directly mentioned in the Indian Constitution. Okay. So now let me tell you about the procedure established by law. What is it about? It means that a law that is duly enacted by the legislature or the concerned body is valid if it has followed the correct procedure. It means that if it has followed the correct procedure, it means that that legislature will be the procedure established by law. Following this doctrine means that a person can be deprived of his life or personal liberty according to the procedure established by law. Okay. So if the parliament passes a law, then the life or personal liberty of a person can be taken off according to the provisions and procedures of that law. So this is said by Article 21. This doctrine has a major flaw, and what is it? It does not seek whether the laws made by the parliament is fair, just and arbitrary. So it does not seek whether the laws made by the parliament is fair, just and not arbitrary. So obviously procedure established by law will not check that thing. So now we can say that procedure established by law means a law duly enacted is valid even if it's contrary to principles of justice and equality. Strictly following procedure established by law may raise the risk of compromise to life and personal liberty of individuals due to unjust laws made by the law-making authorities. It is to avoid this situation, Supreme Court stressed the importance of due process of law. So right now Supreme Court is stressing more about the due process of law as compared to procedure established by law. Okay. Now let's talk about loose due process of law. This is one of the most important concepts. Due process of law doctrine not only checks if there is a law to deprive the life and personal liberty of a person, but also see if the law made is fair, just and not arbitrary. So law should be fair, just and not arbitrary. If Supreme Court finds that any law is not fair, it will declare it as null and void. This doctrine provides for more fair treatment of individual rights. Okay. So under due process of law, it is the legal requirement that the state must respect all of the legal rights that are owed to a person, and laws that states enact must conform to the laws of the land like fairness, fundamental rights, liberty, etc. It also gives the judiciary to access the fundamental fairness, justice and liberty of any legislation. So however in India, a liberal interpretation is made by judiciary after 1978. And you can see this at here, and it has tried to make the term procedure established by law as synonymous with the due process of law when it comes in protect individual rights. Okay, so you can see in Menka Gandhi versus the Union of India case 1978, Supreme Court interpreted the due process of law. Okay, so finally we came up with the final definition. Like you, as you know that due process of law is wider concept. So due process of law can be written as procedure established by law plus the procedures should be fair and just and not arbitrary. So this is all about due process of law. So obviously due process of law is much wider concept and bigger concept, and it provides justice to everyone. So that's all for this video. In the next video I will talk about another topic. Till then, thank you so much for watching my video, and please do not forget to hit like and subscribe button. That's all. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.